Well, there's lots to tackle, isn't there?
Yeah, go too right.
Trump's been here this week. I bet you money. I bet you money the Queen freaked him out.
Oh, completely?
Like, do you know what I mean? Because he would have been nervous, he'd have got in there, and they're super posh, unless they're mad as a bunch of frogs. I bet you money, we were talking about this, me and Mum, I bet you she lifted her bed covers up and looked and went, Donald, look at me, I'm a stamp. And you would do that if you were the Queen. You would make...
You could mess with his head.
You totally would. Go, no, it's tradition, you have to cover your belly in butter and just fling yourself down the corridor, that's what you do. You could, and he'd be like, OK, well, if that's what everyone else does. And then that's what I want to see. I wanted to see the footage of what happened inside the palace.
Oh, it would be good. But do you know what? It's the first time I've seen him kind of like anybody making him feel overawed.
Yeah.
It was the wee Queen. Our wee Queen.
The wee Queen. That's how she should be called.
Hello, everyone, I'm the wee Queen.
I'm the wee Queen.
And the show is based around some things I found written about me on the internet that were of an erotic nature. And they're all written about me and Harry Styles.
Yes, which is interesting.
Yeah, well, it's called slash fiction, and like it's all written by teenage girls who like ship young men. You know, like there's lots of it about like lots of the One Direction boys, but for some reason it's me and Harry Styles in all these stories.
And you've never actually met Harry Styles?
I've met Harry Styles.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, come on, I live a showbiz lifestyle.
I forgot.
I mean, he doesn't know my name, but I've met him once. But that's it. Like, I don't know Harry Styles. We're not friends in any way, but they've decided to write these stories, and the reason I've put it into the tour is because Harry Styles is like this, you know, iconic symbol to them. They love him, like he's really good looking and gorgeous in all the stories. And in all the stories, I am still a gawky loser. So I do stand up about sort of like my life and like the last few years and all this weird journey I've went on from like living at home with my parents to doing the Extra Factor to like, you know, being on Lorraine with you and everything in between. And then I go and sit on a stool and the lights dim and there's a single spotlight and I dramatically read all the erotic fiction that's been written about me on the internet.
Would you ever have your doppelganger on, though?
I beg your pardon?
Your doppelganger, look. Arlene Foster.
Well, I don't know
From the DUP. I don't think she's got much sense of humour, though. That's the trouble.
Well, I don't know who should be more upset, me or her. Her, I should think.
But maybe that's when you're transforming into Widow Twanky.
Well, I don't know. We're trying to sell tickets, Lorraine. Aladdin, where have you been? You know, I mean...
No, don't do it like that.
No,
don't do it like that,
because
people will run screaming from the theatre. They really will.
I want my money back. Yeah.
Just like, no, definitely no. As well as that, as well as all this that's going on, the book Born Lippy, which is kind of... Well, I found it really helpful because a lot of times I was reading it and going, oh, yeah, I do that. Or I should have done that. It's kind of like, you're a wise woman.
Am I? Thank you.
Yes, you are.
Well, obviously, because I'm a comic, I tried really hard first off to make it funny.
Yeah, well, it's...
Because I'm quite old now. And I've done a lot of things. In my prime, yes, exactly. National disgrace. I've tried to sort of use my experience so that I can tell my daughters who are... I'm both their mother and their grandmother, really, in terms of generations.
I guess because you were in your 40s when you had both
I was, that's right.
But you're a cool mum.
My daughters wouldn't say that.
Do you not think so?
Well, I don't know. They're at that stage where they sneer at me because I use the wrong words for things, and I'm kind of... Like, the other day, my daughter said, I've just got to let someone know I can come at the weekend, and I said, well, why don't you just send her an email? And she went, because I'm not 100 years old.
I'm just looking at your wee tattoo there. What is that?
Oh, so my mother wrote a children's book when she was pregnant with me called Anthony and the Aardvark, and my mother hates my tattoos. So I thought I'd see an unstoppable force be a movable object to see if I honoured her book, how much it would upset her or whether she liked it. And she cried.
I bet she did. That is actually really cute.
Yeah. Anthony there. Also, very weirdly, my goddaughter found the book at a car boot sale. Like, this book sold like 50 copies worldwide, and she found one of them in a car boot sale. So, you know, I've got to read it to her. So, yeah, it just means quite a lot to me.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Your mum's a force of nature.
Oh, she's an absolute titan.
She absolutely is.
I am the sort of person, if I see a biscuit, I think I'll just have a biscuit. When I look again, the packet of biscuit is completely gone. So.
I don't trust people that can only eat one biscuit out of a packet. There's something wrong with them. That's not right.
Well,
that's not right. That's not... Do you have a blowout sometimes, though?
I do.
Just sort of say, oh, you know, I'll just...
Well, my daughter and I, little while, we formed a thing called the Pudding Club. I think I should definitely turn this into...
That's a great idea.
And that meets once a month.
Right.
In a restaurant, which causes a great deal of anguish, because my wife comes too, and she's very thin, and she doesn't mind. She's always choosing the restaurant where they have itsy-bitsy, but we go deliberately to eat anything and everything.
Perfect.
Lots of it. So the waiters, if a waiter is watching this and is very confused by a man sitting there, say, "Can you bring us more bread,
and
please?
more
bread."
Because you're having your blowout day,
I'm having
which is absolutely
my pudding
fine.
club day.
I'm just seeing the fashion prints coming in. They're looking very good.
They are looking very good.
Yeah. They're for this season.
They are indeed. Do you
Very
remember
good.
though we did a fashion thing
We did.
for your movie, for the BBC show that you did, Carnage?
Yeah.
I remember that. That was really good fun. We were doing sort of like, I guess we were trying to do fashion that was not affecting anybody in any horrible way, particularly animals. It was hemp fashion, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were playing the role of yourself.
I wasn't very hard, thank you.
Yeah, it was a vegan fashion segment, and you said some very funny things. And I guess it's better for us to be talking about it rather than watching the clip.
No, it's fine.
I think you said something like, oh, what was it? What did you say? It was really funny, Lorraine.
I can't remember.
Oh, it's a shame.
I can't remember what I said yesterday.
It was something like, remember, you said to your audience, remember, even though it's vegan, it was probably all made by children anyway, so still there is some suffering.
Yes, indeed.
And that was funny.
And that was, yes, exactly.
Yes, maybe not now, but it was funny then.
Sometimes I'm funny without meaning to be, whereas you're funny when you mean to be.
No, not always.
The thing about kids, though, great critics, if they don't like it, they'll tell you.
No, I really like that about it, actually.
I think it's brilliant, the directness of it.
Yeah, well, actually, because I wrote 4 adult books before, one of the things about writing adult books, which is a bit of a pain, is you have to, get really good reviews in places like The Guardian, or you have to get on the Booker long list and all that stuff, which is all great, I suppose, but you don't have any of that with kids. No kid has bought my book because they read a good review in The Guardian, partly because there haven't been any. And so they'll just read it and like it because their friends have liked it in the playground or whatever. Yeah. And that is brilliant. And when I go into schools, which I do, and read them, you just hear the laughter, and that is brilliant. There's a really direct relationship to your readers.
Best thing. I love the trio that you did. There was you, there was Ed Balls and Harry Hill. For the Queen.
Yes.
No, you don't expect to do. That's quite surreal, isn't it? Who would have thought? See, if you told that mean and moody boy with the guitar that we just saw, if you told him that one day you're going to be playing the ukulele with the former Chancellor
of the Exchequer
and Harry Hill, you go, don't be daft.
And George Formby Appreciation Society. Well, when we were backstage after that thing, there was me, Harry Hill, and Ed Ball standing with our ukuleles, and we were talking in the wings. It's quite dark in the wings, and someone said hello and looked around, and the Queen and Prince Charles were standing here, but it wasn't one of these formal things. We were all standing backstage.
Oh, that would be lovely.
And of course you think, oh man, it's the Queen. It's one of the few times you don't think, oh wow, it's Prince Charles, because the Queen is there. She wins.
She does. She trumps that, for sure.
But anyway, we all had to go on stage and stand behind her in a big semicircle. So I was saying to Harry Hill when they went, can you believe it? We've been talking to the Queen. And Ed Balls and the rest had gone on stage. And so Ed Balls was saying, Frank, hurry up. And then I heard this voice saying, Frank, hurry up. And it was the Queen who'd picked up on Ed Balls' call and was hurrying me. I have never moved so fast in all my life.
Oh, I love that. The Queen was hustling you on, like, go, 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 go.
Yeah, well, she's like, even though it was dark backstage, she seemed to emanate light, the Queen. Yeah, like a big candle, a big royal candle.
Oh, a big royal candle. That's so life-saving, because when you were there, boys do snore, Dom. I know boys do snore, but you actually had a real problem. I mean, it wasn't just that you kept your pals up late at night. It's a health thing.
Yeah, well, we had a snoring room. Like, me and Chris snored and the other, Harry and the guy didn't. But my wife has always, complained about my snoring. Yeah. And I've often woken up in the middle of the night and she's above me about to punch me in the face. And clearly there's been some argument going on that I haven't been part of. So, yeah, I knew I snored badly. And then actually about a month after the trip, I was at a bar in London. I got talking to this guy and he said he was a sleep doctor. Well, actually, everyone called him Dr. Sleep. And I thought, is he some sort of weird drug dealer or it was really odd. But anyway, I said, God, if there's any way he could cure me in my snoring, it would really, my wife would be so thankful. And he said, well, if you're snoring that badly, you should come in and see me. So to cut long story short, I went in, I did a test where they measure your body overnight. You wear a thing on your heart and your finger and it registers it. And it turned out I had sleep apnea.
Well, that's very dangerous.
Which is something that a lot of people have and they don't know about. It doesn't mean everyone snores who's got it. But what it essentially means is your body... you stop breathing, and you stop breathing for up to 80 times a night for up to 30 seconds.
Right.
And that can cause all sorts of complications, pressures on the heart, strokes. So I now have this very ugly. I'm sure you got a photo of it. CPAP machine.
Oh, that's attractive.
Which it's really helped my sex life. I'll be honest with you, Lorraine. And it's terrible, and I'm particularly in hotels. I was in a hotel the other day, and I had to stay in a room over the week. And you know, this thing's hanging off pipes and stuff like that. And they rang up and said, "We need to change your room." I said, "Oh, fine." And they said, "Do you mind if we move your stuff?" I go, "No, not at all." And they rang up 10 minutes later and go, "There's some equipment there."
Yes.
And they obviously thought I had some sort of dungeon going on.
What's going on?